Dear Pastor Bob, how do I keep from sinning with the same thing all the time? I pray and ask God to help, but I am still sinning. Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, we all deal with this. There are things in our lives that we're trying to get through, and we keep repeating it over and over again. And if you're going through this, well, you're kind of normal because we do this, which doesn't make it good or right. So let's talk about how do you get through this? And we've discussed this a few times before. And it's interesting how things catch us by surprise. Let me talk about this. We go through something and we deal with it, we're done with it, and we go, that's great, I'm through it. And then we do it again and we're surprised all over again that it happened one more time. And the next time we're surprised, and the next time we're surprised. Quit being surprised. You realize that you're going to battle with this again, so you have to make some decisions. Now, there are two things that we've talked about before in this podcast, but I want to repeat it to you one more time. It's a two-step preemptive strategy for sin. Here they are. Step number one, fight the battle before the battle. If you're simply saying, this keeps happening, I don't know what to do, well, quit being surprised that it's happening again and plan for it. Instead of saying, I think I'm over it, everything's fine now, saying the next time it happens, here's what I'm going to do. See what I'm saying? Fight the battle before the battle. Envision what you go through and decide what you're going to do next time. How am I going to handle this? What am I going to do when I'm tempted again or when this happens again? What is the strategy that I need to get through it the next time? Fight the battle before the battle. Step number two, I call it threshold thinking. The Bible tells us to take every thought captive right here before it gets planted on the threshold of your mind, the threshold of your thinking. Right when it enters, what are you going to do? And if you haven't fought the battle before the battle, you're not going to go anywhere, but you have to fight it right then. And when a thought or a temptation enters your mind, you have a choice to go one way or another. You can accept it and let it wipe you out, or you can say, there it is. I knew it was coming. I've planned for it. And now, what is my plan for fighting the battle? And if you've already decided what that is, well, then you begin to fight. So fighting before the battle, fighting the battle before the battle. Be ready for it. Don't be surprised by it. Plan ahead. If you don't, you're going to continue to be wiped out. So let me repeat this one more time. Step number one, fight the battle before the battle. Go through it in your mind. Realize what you're going to do the next time you're tempted. And secondly, threshold thinking. When it crosses the threshold of your mind, what are you going to do with it? If you've already planned to go a different direction, well, then that's what you should do. That's what will eventually take care of this difficulty in your life. So I hope this helps you. Again, I'm being very simplistic. It's not an easy thing, but this works. Fight the battle before the battle. Threshold thinking. God bless you. Have a great day.